Welcome to Friday Night SmackDown. We are in the Czech Republic here. We start off SmackDown tonight with a match between the American Nightmare, the undisputed champion Cody Rhodes, taking on the OTC, Roman Reigns. So let's go ahead and get into that match. What on earth? We see a figure walking towards the building, likely entering just prior to this match. That is really weird, maybe something to keep in mind. But for now, we can enjoy the spectacle that is Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. As Rhodes here comes to make his entrance. Good mood tonight, it seems. He's hyped. Crowd joining in there.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the undisputed WWE champion,
Now Cody, he's had a couple good title defenses. He's had one versus LA Knight. He had one versus The Rock at Backlash in a incredible 20-minute ladder match. There were definitely times throughout that match where I thought The Rock was going to win the title. I mean, The Rock had won a Battle Royal on the first SmackDown to get the opportunity. There was also one that had happened on Raw that got Drew McIntyre an opportunity at Gunther, where McIntyre won the title. All this time later, McIntyre is still chasing the title. It's currently on the shoulders of the Viper, Randy Orton, as he's just won it back from Drew McIntyre after McIntyre beat it for him at the recent PLE that just went by, Bash in Berlin. And on the Raw after Bash in Berlin, there was a rematch. And Randy Orton took back the title. But now, Roman Reigns. Roman just taking in the surroundings here. Crowd love this man. They are up on their feet for the OTC here tonight, as Roman gets ready to take on the undisputed champion, which is probably a title he's eyeing down. I mean, I think Cody and Roman have made it very clear that they will fight for that title soon. Whether that will be at SummerSlam, I'm not sure. Match begins. Roman now going to start out on top, hopefully. But no, Cody with a snapmare takedown, got Reigns in a headlock here. Now Roman stunning Cody there. Cody trying to keep his balance. He's fighting to stay on his feet. Now Rhodes turns that round. Now it's Roman fighting to get out of the hold. Now a takedown. Rhodes got that side headlock locked in on a Roman Reigns that is grounded. Roman just flailing around, trying to find a way out. And Rhodes delivering a stiff knee to the head of Reigns. Now on the outside. Roman stunned in the ring. Cody Rhodes with a drop kick. Going to try and maybe steal it early. Reigns at 1. Cody seems to have had the better start of the two men. Now working on that left leg of Reigns. Dropping the elbow multiple times. And still going to continue going after that leg. Going to try and wear it down. Going to try and get the win there. Roman not allowing it. Cody's got the arm. Roman's really been slow in this match. Cody with an arm drag there. Roman goes flying. Cody with a big forearm. Now Reigns grounded. Cody up to the top turnbuckle. Reigns up to his feet. Cody with a big drop kick from the top. Now thinking for the end maybe. Slamming Reigns in the corner. Cody, big drop kick. A springboard drop kick there takes down Reigns. But now Roman managing to turn it around and get on top. Just gonna work on Cody now. Pounding away. Now that stomp. Now, later in the show, in the main event, we will see the women's champion Charlotte Flair take on the man Becky Lynch. After, on a recent SmackDown, Becky interrupted. Actually, it might not even have been SmackDown. It could have been Bash in Berlin. I don't know. But Becky had interrupted Charlotte Flair and they agreed to a match. Which they will have that match tonight. And now Cody went for the Cody Cutter. Didn't connect fully, but it seems like he got enough of Reigns as Roman goes tumbling. And now Rhodes going to slip behind him. Cross Rhodes. Into the cover. Can he get the win? No, he can't. Now Rhodes with a couple forearms there. Now again about that main event tonight between Charlotte and Becky. The danger of Miss Money in the Bank Liv Morgan still lingers. So there is the possibility for a title change tonight. As Rhodes delivers big moonsaults there. Now, flatliner by Rhodes. Just see Cody drop the knee. Roman and Cody exchanging feet there. Now what's Rhodes thinking? Roman might be in trouble. Reverses and a spear. Roman might have it. Rhodes powers out too. Roman eyeing Cody down, stunned in the corner. There's that elbow there. Tosses Cody to the ground. Roman getting ready. to maybe get towards the end of their bout. Now going after the back of Rhodes. Definitely a sensitive area. Now that clothesline sends Rhodes down, but he's caught Roman here. Got the shoulders down. Counter 2, Roman powers out. Rhodes nearly stole it there. And now he sends Roman over the top to the outside. Now we're on the outside. Roman is stunned on the barricade. Rhodes. Oh! Sends Reigns into the barricade with a Russian leg sweep there. Not only Reigns but himself as well, but he's willing to take the damage to damage his opponent, and another crossroads. Has Rhodes put this one to bed? Yes, he has, as he prevails over the OTC. And oh my word, it's Aleister Black attacking Rhodes from behind. He's got the belt. Oh no. Rhodes. Aleister Black with the title. Clocking Rhodes in the face. Now just going to leave. Wow. As we're back on SmackDown now, we move straight into more action. This time, it's going to be the end of a feud between Karrion Kross and Solo Sikoa.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Final Testament from Sin City, weighing in at 265 pounds, Karrion Kross.
Now Kross here, he and Solo both have a win over each other, I believe. Now Solo got the first win out of their 2 matches so far. And then in the match that followed that one, Kross pulled it back. Tonight settles a rivalry. Now it was supposed to happen at Bash in Berlin, but that just could not happen. There was timing issues, and General Manager Nick Aldis made the announcement mid-show that this match would be removed from the card and shifted over to SmackDown, which is where we see it now. As Kross stands right in the middle of the ring, awaiting his opponent. About a 5th or 6th of the bloodline, the leader, Solo Sikoa.
And his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa.
Now Solo looking real confident in himself here. The crowd around him, hostile towards the man, as he eyes down his opponent in Karrion Kross. Looking those fans in the eyes before turning to focus on the match at hand here. Just hyping himself up. Looks like he could strike at any moment. Solo making it clear he's a threat. And we'll see how much of a threat he is in this match versus Karrion Kross, as the bell is going to ring any second and this matchup will start. And Karrion Kross starts out with a big knee. And now Solo follows it up with a clothesline. Kross with the elbow. Now, got a tie up. Solo forcing Kross into the corner. Referee having to break it up. Kross hits Solo with a cheap shot. Now, going to tie up again. Solo slips behind, got in that waist lock. And a snapmare takedown there by Kross. Now got the headlock himself. Relentless pressure as well. Kross is not here to mess around. A big knee to the back of Sikoa. Just delivering multiple stomps. Now, the card for SummerSlam, you could say it's already kind of shaping up, as we've kind of got a triple threat brewing between Randy Orton, Finn Balor and Drew McIntyre. We don't know if it'll happen yet, obviously, but it seems to be very likely. And after what we saw in that last match, it looks very likely we could have something to do with Cody and Alistair. Maybe Roman. That's down to Cody, really. We'll see maybe next week, maybe tonight, I don't know. But for now, we continue with this matchup as Kross tosses Solo with a big suplex. That is incredible strength shown by Kross into the ropes with an Irish whip. Taking him down to the leg. Solo pushing him away. Big lariat. And now Solo into the cover. Denied quite early there by Kross as he rolls out of the ring. Sikoa's going to head to the top. What's he thinking? Solo, what are you thinking? Don't do it. Solo! Oh my word! What on earth has he just done? Solo Sikoa takes him out and plants him on the ground. On the hard concrete floor. And now back suplex. Karrion Kross is being absolutely dismantled by Solo Sikoa. Solo just went for that leg drop, but it didn't really work. Lands right on his tailbone. That was not feel very good at all. As Kross now gets into the ring. Got Solo, another suplex. Dropped Solo right on the back of his neck. Hooks the leg. Can Kross get the win? No, Solo powers out. Kross looking deadly with these suplexes. And now he's got a chokehold from behind, from the rear end. Can he choke out Solo Sikoa? No, Solo fighting out, delivering the elbow. And now Solo going to go for the Samoan spike. But it's reversed by Kross. But Solo again reverse slips out. DDT on the top of his head. A DDT onto the top of his head. Kross sent on his dome. Sikoa into the cover. Counter 2 and Kross kicks out. Solo is determined to pick up the win. And now again, Samoan spike. Can he win? Oh my word, Karrion Kross still finding the willpower inside him to fight out once more and keep his chances alive. As Solo's getting right back to work off the ropes. Oh, big running senton. And now Cross going to get back on top. But Sikoa not going to allow it very long. Face first into the corner. Big chop. Did you hear the sound of that? And now Cross with a roll-up. Cheeky. Trying to steal the win, but Solo manages to kick out quick. Referee may have taken a little too much time there. Allowed Solo to kind of get a grasp of what was happening. Allowed him to kick out. But now, Cross got him hooked. Got him up. Down he goes. A flatliner, maybe a DDT type of thing. But Solo's down. Cross gets the counter too. Solo manages to get out. Survives there. Cross into desperation mode, using the ropes, but Solo still. Solo at 2. Maybe to upset Cross. Oh my word, what a powerbomb. You can see the pain in the actions of Sikoa. Cross delivering a huge right fist to the back of the neck. They go for the win, but Solo still at 2. Surviving yet again. I cannot believe it. And now Cross just going to try and keep the pressure up. Solo desperately trying to keep Cross down. Too quick for Cross there as he dodges. And now Solo delivers a back elbow. The back elbow sets Cross up in the perfect position. Sikoa with a splash. And now gonna set Cross up. Samoan spike. Into the cover. Is that it? Solo Sikoa wins.
Here is your winner, Solo Sikoa.
Solo Sikoa closing out this chapter of his career with a win over Karrion Kross. Congratulations to Solo. As now we see Julia. She debuted 2 weeks ago on SmackDown. Was not here last week, but now we're going to hear from her live tonight. Making a statement that she has arrived in the WWE. Julia just posing herself as a big threat. Telling the crowd to remember her name. Remember the name Julia is what she's just said. She's very confident, clearly. Oh my word, we have Rhodes. Rhodes addressing the earlier incident by Aleister Black. Well, like we said during Kross versus Solo Sikoa, the SummerSlam card is shaping up to maybe look like Rhodes versus Aleister Black here. As Rhodes just lets Roman Reigns know that he's putting him on hold to go and take care of his business with Aleister Black. As he said, Aleister Black debuted and decided to make a statement. He's going to give him that chance to make his statement and become the champion potentially. But now we've got what seems like 2-on-2 action. As DIY here making their way down to the ring. WWE Tag Team Champions just recently retaining their titles via a count out. They faced the Motor City Machine Guns at Bash in Berlin. I believe they opened the show. And it looked like the Motor City Machine Guns might have had the titles won. But then DIY went desperate. And they ended up losing via count out, but they retained the titles. So on paper, the Motor City Machine Guns picked up the win, but DIY gets to retain the titles and continue reigning as your tag team champions. As now you see Pretty Deadly, Kit Wilson and Elton Prince making their way down to the ring. Maybe going to try and earn themselves a future shot at the tag team titles. Now, speaking about tag team titles, over on Monday Night Raw, we just saw the Judgment Day make a statement to the current World Tag Team Champions, The New Day, as Kofi Kingston faced Dominic Mysterio in a one-on-one match. And just prior to the match, we saw Finn Balor tell JD McDonough he thinks it's time the Judgment Day bring those home to the clubhouse. They ordered JD McDonough, whether Kofi lost or won, that he'd go out and attack him post-match and make the statement to both Kofi and Xavier Woods that the Judgment Day mean business and that they want the tag team titles. So that's also a potential match brewing. As now this matchup between DIY and Pretty Deadly gets underway. As Ciampa there gets his team on top. Went for the Irish whip, but it's reversed. Now going after the leg of Ciampa. Had it trapped in the rope there. Now got him for a potential powerbomb maybe. Was he trying? Yes, he is. Powerbomb delivered. Now going to go and make the tag. Kit Wilson coming into the match. Ciampa catches him. Irish whips him into the corner. Tags in Gargano. Lifts him up. Back suplex. Gargano launches himself over the ropes. And now drops the elbow. And a big springboard moonsault. Transitions it into a cover. Hooks the leg. Kick out at 2. Now Gargano with a big right forearm. Now this is the third match of the night. We've seen Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns and Karrion Kross and Solo Sikoa. No women's action yet, but we have seen Julia, who just made her statement there. Obviously, as said, the main event comes up after this, I believe. And it is the women's champion Charlotte Flair taking on Becky Lynch. It's now Kit Wilson. Kick to the gut of Ciampa. Got him up. On the shoulders, powerbomb. Gonna make the tag to Elton Prince. Back into the match he comes. Started this one out with Ciampa. He tosses him over the ropes. Now we're onto the outside. Wow, we're gonna just taunt there. As Ciampa makes his way back into the ring. That's raking down the back there. And a back suplex. Combination there, maybe trying to just wear down the body of Ciampa. Maybe give his team an advantage physically. Ciampa reverses there, delivers the right forearm. Sends Elton Prince into the ropes. Tags Gargano in. And now, drop toe hold. Big elbow to the back of the neck by Gargano. Now, it's going to strike Kit Wilson. Now Gargano, full speed running Hurricane Rana, delivered to Elton Prince. Went for the big boot, Gargano rolled out the way. Now tosses him into the steel steps. And now an elbow drop. Gargano, I don't even know what he's done there, but he's taken out Elton Prince. Now going to head over to Kit Wilson. Drop kicks him to the outside. As Elton Prince at the count of 8 here. Count of 9, Gargano taunting to the crowd. He doesn't see Elton Prince behind him. A knee to the gut and a double axe handle takes down Gargano. He was too busy chanting to the crowd. But Gargano turns that into a big DDT there. It was like a spinning DDT as he heads into the cover. Not even a count of 1 though. The hot tag made. Kit Wilson distracting Gargano there. Going to use that to his advantage here. Neck breaker. And as dragging Gargano's face along the mat, delivers an elbow drop. Fireman's carry, slamming him down there, and Gargano went for the suplex, it seemed. It was reversed, but now he's got hold of him again, slams him face first into the apron. And now a big lariat has just taken out Gargano. Referee in the ring, again, just counting here. As now Kit Wilson up to the top. What's he thinking? Gargano in the center of the ring, went for the diving crossbody, but Gargano's out of the way. Went for the Irish whip into the corner, but it's turned around. Now Gargano in his own corner. And sent shoulder first into the ring post. Now Kit Wilson taunting the crowd as he runs towards and delivers a big knee to Johnny Gargano into the cover. Now going to try and get the win, but Gargano powers out. Gargano got to find a way to get Ciampa into the match. He's not favouring well here against a team of Pretty Deadly, as Kit Wilson going to go and tag Elton Prince. As Tommaso Ciampa is tagged, and now Ciampa, I don't know what he was trying, but he's failed whatever he attempted. Just lands flat on his back on the mat. That was not going to be a comfortable landing at all. Now, Ciampa with the forearms sends him to the outside. Now just trying to get back in, but Ciampa got him stunned. DDT on the apron. That is incomprehensible. If you don't know, the apron is the hardest part of the ring, and he's just dropped him on his head on the apron. Delivered a big DDT. I don't even know how he's walking. But Elton Prince trying to tag out there, but Tommaso Ciampa stalling that. As now Elton Prince has Ciampa in the corner, but Ciampa turns it around. Got him. Oh, big knee to the chin. Down is Elton Prince. And now you've got Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano in the ring. Going to try and take care of him, but he's sent into the corner now. Blocks the chop, kick to the gut. What's he thinking? Gargano with a big shoulder tackle, it seemed. Now up to the top. And a big double foot stomp from the top. Gonna scurry into the cover. Gonna try and get the win, but Kit Wilson breaks up the pin. That's brilliant. Now, on Monday Night Raw, John Cena challenged Ilya Dragunov to a 2-on-2 tag team match on the upcoming Raw, which is after this SmackDown, obviously. And we don't know who Cena's teammate is. We don't know who Dragunov's teammate is. But just wondering if maybe we will see who Cena's tag team partner is tonight, or if we will have to wait until Monday Night Raw to find out. Or maybe Cena even fights in a 2-on-1 handicap if he can't find someone. We don't know. But now, Elton Prince with a big snap suplex into the cover. Ciampa still finding his way out early there. Still got a lot of stamina left. As Elton Prince runs off the ropes, delivers a leg drop. Now snapmare takedown off the ropes. Oh! Big kick to the head. Now going to tag in Kit Wilson. Irish whip into the ropes. Went for the spear. Not Gargano. Ciampa leaped over. Now sends him into the corner. Could this be it? DIY going to try and take advantage. Double Irish whip there. And now the double back body drop. Gargano has to take advantage. Now applying a submission hold. Going to try and get Kit Wilson to tap. Not going to happen though. Weaves out the way of Gargano's attack. Tried to get a hit off, but Gargano's too fast for him. Now Gargano with a DDT. Tag's made. Elton Prince now. Going to get Gargano. As he was still focused on Kit Wilson. Maybe he didn't see the tag. Gargano in the middle of the ring. Not quite the middle, but you know what I mean. Now slammed against the mat. Now going to apply the submission hold to Gargano, but he quickly escapes. Now a couple of shots here, and a big kick to the back of the head. Sends Elton Prince flying as he climbs up into the corner. Gargano not going to waste any time. Got him up. Drives him face first into the second turnbuckle. Into the cover, but it's going to be broken up by Kit Wilson. Gargano made sure no time was wasted after that big devastating hit there. But now Ciampa's going to try and carry on that momentum. As he drives Elton Prince into the corner. Went for the kick, but it's been reversed. But now Ciampa also going to turn it around. Sending him into the corner once more. In comes Gargano. Now there is the knee and kick to the face. DIY with the win. The tag team champions showing their dominance once again. Oh my word. The Motor City Machine Guns at the top of the ramp, eyeing down the tag team champions. I mean, they didn't lose by pinfall or submission. They did lose because of the count out. So I guess they do technically still have a right to the tag team titles. Oh my, we have LA Knight. What's this about? No way. LA Knight is going to team with John Cena on Monday Night Raw.
The following contest the WWE Women's Championship.
You heard Mike Rome there. For the Women's Championship, it's main event time. And it's the Queen, Charlotte Flair. And for some reason, she's come with a second title that she doesn't even own. I mean, that title's not even used on SmackDown. I don't have any idea what Flair's doing here, but she's holding the SmackDown Women's Championship. How on earth has Flair managed that then? Maybe this is some sort of mind game towards Becky or something. I mean, she is the women's champion. So that makes sense, but the SmackDown Women's title was forged into the WWE Women's Championship along with the Raw Women's title. It's not worth questioning. Only Charlotte Flair will know why she had that title. So now we see the man, Becky Lynch, make her way towards the ring. Now, Becky Lynch is among the favourites of the crowd. She has not really done anything whatsoever up until tonight, where she will be facing Charlotte Flair, as already known, for the WWE Women's Championship. Now, like I mentioned earlier, the threat that is Liv Morgan, Miss Money in the Bank, still lurks in the shadows. So even if Charlotte Flair does beat Becky Lynch, there's still no time to rest, as she has to keep sharp and has to keep on the lookout for Liv Morgan. And there is the championship on the line. The prestigious Women's Championship, as we take you to Mike Rome for the announcements.
Introducing the challenger from Dublin, Ireland, the man, Becky Lynch. And her opponent from the Queen City, the WWE Women's Champion and the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair.
Women's Champion Charlotte Flair gonna look to retain tonight and try and head into SummerSlam as the Women's Champion. But the match has begun. Big time Bex versus the Queen. Now Becky drags the arm, gets a side headlock here on the floor. But now Charlotte turning it into a head scissors. Becky writhing around in pain, trying to find an escape. Charlotte got Becky right where she wants her at the minute. Becky delivers that kick to the face. Now they're going to tie up again. Becky drives Charlotte into the ropes. Referee breaking it up. Oh, come on. Flair with a cheap shot to the eyes of Lynch. Got to play fair, surely. Now driving Becky into the ropes. And Charlotte Flair again. Another cheap shot. But now Lynch, not going to stand for it, big lariat. And catching Flair's cheap shot attempt there. Irish whip over the ropes onto the outside. Charlotte Flair is attempting dirty tactics, but Becky Lynch is not having any of it. Goes to drop the elbow, but Flair moves. Becky going to get the elbows, not allowing Charlotte Flair any rest, any time to think. Now got her in position for a power bomb. A sit-out power bomb on the outside onto the concrete floor. Now tossing Flair back into the ring. Up to the top goes Lynch. Now Flair stumbles up to her feet. Becky takes it down into the cover. Can she get the win here? Counter one. Flair kicks out just before two. Foot lies on the rope as well. Now Becky turns her over, prying at the arm. Flair rolls out. Now with some big chops there. Now, atomic drop on Becky Lynch. Not an atomic drop, just dropped her on her leg. Definitely a smart strategy though to go after the legs. It's going to make it a lot more difficult for Becky to be fluid in the ring. A lot more difficult to be fast. And the pain could slow Becky down a little bit. Not just physically, but mentally as well. Becky here though. Gets caught by Flair. That kick there, stumbling Becky. Irish whip. Spear by Charlotte Flair. Now going to go for the win. Becky not allowing it. And now Charlotte Flair. Natural selection. Sees the ropes. Going to drag Becky away from the ropes. Eliminating any chance of a rope break. Upping her chances of getting this pinfall victory. But Becky Lynch fighting out. At 2.5. Lynch finds her way out of the natural selection. But now Charlotte Flair. Tossing Lynch. And now a kip up. Now a big elbow by Lynch. Crucifix takes down Flair. Going to drag herself under the ropes. That is smart, quick thinking by the women's champion. Becky stuns her to the outside though. Now Becky gets Flair up to her feet. Charlotte turning it round. Becky up on the shoulders. Dropping her neck first onto the ropes. Going to try and cut off the air. And now with a big moonsault. What athleticism. That is impressive as hell. And now Becky Lynch goes for the leg drop. Charlotte, I don't know what she went for there, but Becky moved out of the way. The drop kick to the back there. But Flair still quick on her toes. Rolls Becky through. One arm power bomb. Not only the athleticism that Flair has, but the strength. Shown in multiple seconds. Becky Lynch with a manhandle slam. Into the cover. Can she get the win and the title? No. Flair at 1. I guess that just goes to show how little Lynch has done in this match. Flair had been on top all the time, and not even Becky's finisher could get her a 2 count. Now on the top with a big basement drop kick. Big drop kick from the top. Now wrenching at the fingers again, but Flair escaping once more. Just like earlier in the match. Now Charlotte Flair plants Becky with an inverted DDT. And now in the corner, Charlotte Flair. Down goes Lynch. And now Becky still refusing to stay down for Flair. And now Flair going to go for the figure 4. Can she turn it into a figure 8? Yes, she can. But, oh no. She's just let go. Letting Becky free. That is a very odd decision to make. Now onto that second rope. Diving cross body. Brilliant maneuver there. Now got Lynch. Elbow to the skull. Drops the knee on the face. Now going after the hamstring. Becky slowly to her feet. Could be in trouble. Could this be the end for the challenger? Into the ropes. Flair. Don't know what she was trying there, but Becky reverses. Now what? Becky into the roll up. Trying to steal it from Flair. Counter 1, but Charlotte turns it round. Becky in trouble. Shoulders down. Charlotte Flair steals the win. Charlotte Flair retains. Oh my word. It's Miss Money in the Bank. Liv Morgan at the end of the match. Gonna come and cash in the contract. Screaming at the referee. Flair can't believe it. She's pissed. And now Liv gets caught though. Flair gonna do whatever she can, I guess. But Liv with the cash in. Right. There is another chance for Charlotte Flair to lose that championship. But oh no. Natural selection. Could Charlotte have just pulled an upset instantly? No, Liv Morgan fights out. Count of 2 for Charlotte Flair. Flair trying to keep her head in the game. Got the head scissors there. Liv managing to roll out of it. Ducks underneath Charlotte Flair, but Charlotte also weaves out the way. Irish whips Liv into the ropes with a spear. Liv is in grave danger of failing this cash in. And now Flair going to go for the figure 4. Likely also going to go and turn it into the figure 8. Yes, she will. Just adds to the pressure. But again, like she did with Becky, letting go. But could that maybe prove costly? Because I can almost guarantee she'd have beaten Liv there if she did it. And now just a flatliner there to Liv in the middle of the ring. Now Flair heading to the top. Liv down. But now slowly up to her feet. Stands dazed. Charlotte Flair went for the cross body, but Liv moved out of the way. Now Liv off the ropes. Big insecurity to the face of Flair. Stunning the champion. Maybe a way, to get back into this. And maybe still a chance that she wins the championship. Flatliner by Liv. Could she get the win? No, Charlotte at 2. This is extremely back and forth. These two women both clearly won that championship. Now they're going to go back and forth. Charlotte with the upper hand as it stands. Liv managing to reverse there, but Flair, big right hand, knocks Liv down. And this could be the end. And there's that clothesline. Liv's down. Has Flair just retained? No, Liv still again. Just has the heart and the passion. Manages to find last little bits of energy to fight out. Now Flair. Oh no. Natural selection. It's over. There's no way. And Liv again. I'm speechless. Flair went for the natural selection again, but Liv with a flatliner. Not done there. Liv not done. What is she thinking here? Irish whips Flair into the ropes. Leapfrog there. Arm toss. Flair's down. Liv gonna drag her away from the ropes. The opportunity here to win the women's title. Rolls her over into the cover. Has Liv done it? Has she done it? No, Charlotte Flair at 2. This is insane. Now Liv kicks the gut off the ropes. Double knees. The code breaker by Morgan. And now she stalks Flair. Flatliner once more. Or Oblivion, should I say. Should I have been saying. New women's champion. Liv Morgan has just pinned Charlotte Flair.
And the new WWE Women's Champion, Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan of the Judgment Day has just won the Women's Championship off of Charlotte Flair. That once was held by Tiffany Stratton, taken by Charlotte, and now Liv cashes in after Charlotte beat Becky to become the new WWE Women's Champion.